Hey boo, my name is Mercy. I am a Nigerian currently practicing in the UK as a nurse. In this video, we are going to be talking about how you can relocate to the UK in 2 ways. If this is something you are interested in, keep watching to the end and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I moved to the UK as a registered nurse in 2020, where there were a lot of agencies. Okay, I would not say a lot, but there were quite a few number of agencies that were doing the recruitment process for hospitals in the UK from outside the UK. But right now, there are not a lot of agencies doing that from some countries, as the WHO has placed them in the red list. But before we do that, let's go from the beginning. There are 2 ways in which you can relocate to the UK as a nurse. The first way, which everybody does, is for you to already have a license as a registered nurse from your home country. So it's either you do a diploma in nursing where you do nursing for 3 years and you have your license with the body registered in your country, and then you can apply, or you have a bachelor's degree in nursing, which means you went to the university. In my home country, Nigeria, we do nursing for 5 years in the university, but some other countries that I am aware of, you do nursing for 4 years in the university. If you are going through route 1, what you have to do first off is to open an account with Nursing and Midwifery Council of UK. And what you need to open that is to have an international passport. Once you have your international passport, you can go up to the Nursing and Midwifery Council of the UK's website. I'll leave the link in the description box for you to be able to access it easily and start your registration to becoming a nurse in the UK. The necessary requirements are straightforward. They are things I believe if you already have your license as a nurse in your home country that you have already. So you need your notification from your board of nursing from your home country to be able to register on the website, to have your portfolio with the Nursing and Midwifery Council of UK. You need your certificate from your university as well. And every other steps as requested on the website is quite easy for you to follow, so don't be scared. So once you've done all of these and you have uploaded the necessary requirements as asked of you on the website, you have to pay a fee of £140. Now, this is for the Nursing and Midwifery UK to do an assessment of the documents that you have uploaded online. Once you do that, you need to apply for verification with your board of nursing from your home country. For Nigerians, initially, you have to go all the way to Abuja, where the board of nursing is, to do the application manually. But it's a good thing now because they have got the online process of doing the verification, which to me is fast and easy and less stressful. You don't have to start traveling all the way from one state to do it. Once you go to apply for verification at your board of nursing, please be aware there is a fee that you have to pay, which you have to confirm for yourself because it changes at different times. And just to put it out for you to be aware as well, once you are paying the £140 for verification, it has to be converted with the exchange rate as at that time. So I can't give you a specific figure as to how much it is in the local currency of where you're watching from, but you have to convert it to how much it is. I've been asked a lot of times by different people this question, but what I usually tell people to do is once you start doing the application process to the NMC UK, I will advise, because that's what I did. It might work for you, it might not work for you, but I will advise for you to start prepping for your IELTS. What you have to do is get books, study online, there are YouTube videos that you can use and the likes. Start prepping for it, and that way you would not have anything to delay you once you need to upload your IELTS certificates. There is a specific band. When I say band now, I mean the required score that the Nursing and Midwifery Council requires of you if you are doing the IELTS. There is a specific score that you need to have. It's a band of 7. You can't go below that. So you need to ensure that you work towards achieving 7 or 7 and above. But everything is possible if you put in the hard work. So don't be scared as well. The verification process from your country might be slow or it might be fast. If it is fast for you, thumbs up, congratulations, you have gotten to the next stage. But if it is not fast for you, I'm so sorry, keep on practicing for your IELTS. But once you get verified with your home country, you would get an authorization to test, meaning you can book for your CBT exam. Now for the CBT exam, it is computer based. You can write it in your home country, which means if you're in Nigeria, you can write it in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa, Philippines, wherever it is that you are, you can write the CBT there. Once you get the authorization to test email from Pearson VUE, initially they would give you a username and a temporary password, which you have to change to something that you can remember. You go ahead to book for the exam. Now this exam costs £83, which, like I said, you have to convert to your local currency, depending on what the exchange rate is as at that day. The CBT exam is not something for you to be scared of. It's just something that has multiple choice questions where you have to answer things related to the nursing field and the like. So once you practice, there are books you can use, there are groups you can join. When I was doing mine, when I was trying to relocate in 2020, there were groups and telegrams that you could join. They post questions and you answer, like you bounce ideas off with people. That way you get yourself ready for when you have booked the exam for. Once you have written and passed your CBT exam, there are some steps that you have to do because it would be updated on your NMC UK portfolio, which means when you get to the CBT, it's going to show pass. And that means you have some documents that you have to upload, like your police certificate, your IELTS exam as well. Remember the IELTS that I talked about from the beginning that I said I would advise for you to do it once you were doing your verification, just so you don't have any form of delays. Now, this is where you have to upload the IELTS certificates. One of the requirements as well after you have passed your CBT is for you to upload your police certificates. So what you have to do is apply for a police certificate from your home country. For Nigerians, it usually takes or it expires about 3 to 6 months. That's how long you can use the certificate for once it is been issued. Initially, it was about 15,000 naira for Nigerians now, but right now it's about 45 to 60,000 naira to apply for a police certificate. Everything is becoming expensive. One of the things that is required of you is a medical fitness certificate. You need to have this to show to the Nursing and Midwifery Council of UK that you were healthy and you were strong and you are okay to be licensed in your register. Once you have uploaded all of the documents as required of you on the NMC UK website, you would be required to pay another fee of £153. This £153 is paid to NMC UK. This is so that you would be able to have your PIN. It's called a PIN here in the UK. In your home country, it's called your license. So the £153 is for you to be able to get your license after you have completed the whole process. Once you have paid the £153, you can then go ahead to apply for good standing. Just to tell you, the money you paid to your Board of Nursing for the verification covers for the good standing. So ensure you don't pay another fee, okay? Once you have done all of these and you've gotten to this stage, I'm going to tell you, well done. Congratulations, you've done a great job. Keep it up. This is the part where you have to start applying for jobs. Now it's either you apply to an NHS or you apply to a nursing home or a care home. It depends on what it is that you want. I would not advise you which to go for. So make your decision. While I was applying back then in 2020, there were a lot of agencies that were doing the recruitment for different trusts, different employers. But it's quite different now because the WHO has come up with some list of countries where you cannot do active recruitment from. And sadly, a lot of African countries are on that list, which means agents cannot travel all the way down to these countries to do active recruitment. But not to be discouraged, it just means you have to put in more work, which means you have to do the application yourself, which means you have to apply to these employers yourself. You have to go to TRAC.JOBS, you have to go to NHS.JOBS and do the application yourself. I'm going to leave the links to some of these job sites in the description box. Do have a look, okay? After you have done the application process to these various trusts or to these various vacancies, hopefully you get an invitation to an interview. Once you do the interview and you are successful, congratulations, you have a job. What you have to do next is you have to wait for them to give you a certificate of sponsorship. Now you need the certificate of sponsorship to apply for your visa, and once your visa is successful and granted, get ready to start traveling down to the UK. One tip I would give to you after you have gotten the job is to ensure that you read what your offer letter entails. Initially, some trusts or some employers will tell you that they would fund your visa, your flights and accommodation for like 3 months. But some trusts now will tell you to do the funding yourself and they would refund you when you move over. So ensure that you read your offer letter completely and know what it says. After you have done all of that, sent all of the documents that you have to send to the HR of the new employer, passport and visas and flights and everything has been sorted, this is the part where I tell you, welcome to the UK. Remember when you got your authorization to test? The authorization to test was given for 2 exams, the CBT and the OSCE. The OSCE is more of the practical exam. The CBT you wrote in your home country. The OSCE you have to write in the UK, which is the only location that you can write that. So once you have gotten the job and you are in the UK, your employer would start training you and you start doing all of the processes and every lessons that you have to do to get you ready for the OSCE exam. Once you've written the OSCE and you pass, this is when you would be given your NMC pin and you can start working as a band 5 registered nurse in the UK. So well done. Route 2 is achieved through schooling. So this is for people who have a science background, but they are not nurses with their first degree, if that makes any sense. What you have to do is you apply for masters as a pre-registration nurse in the UK, do the application process, get admitted, you do your clinicals, and at the end of your program, you would be given your PIN as a nurse in the UK. It's quite easy, it's quite straightforward. It's about 2 years and you were done. And at the end of the day, you become a nurse in the UK, apply for jobs as well, and you start practicing as a nurse in the UK. I hope this is helpful. I hope you found this video resourceful. If you've got any questions that are not yet answered, please leave them in the comment section and I will do well to answer them. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and do subscribe as well. Do have a good day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.